Welcome to the Explainer. Today we're going to talk about something that's basically the invisible shield for our entire digital lives: cryptography. It's humming along silently in the background of almost everything you do online. And honestly, without it, the internet as we know it just, well, it wouldn't work.
I mean, just think about it for a second. Every single time you send a private message or buy something online with your credit card, or even just log into an account, what is actually stopping someone from just snatching that information right out of the air? The answer, my friends, is cryptography.
You know, the name itself is actually a dead giveaway.
It comes from these two ancient Greek words, kryptos, which means hidden, and graphein, which means to write. So when you put it all together, cryptography at its very core is simply the art of hidden writing. It's all about turning our normal information into a secret code. But here's the thing, it's not just about hiding stuff. Modern cryptography is built to give us 4 really specific, absolutely crucial guarantees for our data. So let's dig into what it's really trying to do for us.
Okay, first up is confidentiality. And this one is pretty much exactly what it sounds like. It's all about privacy. Think of it like an old-school sealed letter. Only the person whose name is on the envelope can open it up and read the message inside. To everybody else, it's just an unreadable sealed piece of paper.
Next, cryptography gives us integrity. So how do you know that the email you just got is the exact same one your friend sent? Integrity works kind of like a tamper-proof seal on a new jar of peanut butter. If that seal is broken, you know for a fact someone's been messing with it. Same idea here. It also gives us authentication. This one is all about proving you are who you say you are. You can think of it as the digital version of a bouncer checking your ID at the door. It makes sure that everyone in the conversation is the real deal, so you know you're talking to your bank and not some scammer. And the fourth and final goal is something called non-repudiation. Now, this one sounds a little technical, but it is incredibly powerful. What it does is it stops someone from sending a message and then later trying to deny they ever sent it. It creates this undeniable digital signature. So you can't just say, "Nope, wasn't me," if your unique cryptographic fingerprint is all over it. So those are the 4 main goals. But how does cryptography actually pull all of this off? Well, it all comes down to a toolkit with 3 fundamental, really clever methods. The first 2 are all about locking and unlocking our data. First, there's symmetric cryptography. This is like having just one single house key that you share with a friend. You use that key to lock the door, and they use the exact same key to unlock it. Super fast, super simple. But then you have asymmetric cryptography, which is more like your own personal mailbox. Anyone in the world can use your public key, that's the mail slot, to drop a message inside. But only you have the secret private key that can actually open the box and read what's in there. Now, our third tool is the hash function. This one's a bit different. It's not about locking and unlocking. It's about creating a totally unique digital fingerprint. The best analogy is a blender. Imagine you throw your data, some fruit, some yogurt into a blender. You get a smoothie out, right? That's the hash. It's a unique mix of the original ingredients. But no matter how hard you try, you can never, ever turn that smoothie back into the original whole pieces of fruit. It's a one-way street, which makes it perfect for checking data integrity and for storing our passwords safely. I know this all might be sounding pretty technical. Keys, hashes, mailboxes, blenders. But the wild thing is, you are using this stuff constantly, every single day, probably without even realizing it. Let's just look at a few places it pops up. You ever see that little padlock icon up in your browser's address bar? Yep, that's SSL/TLS, using both asymmetric and symmetric crypto to keep you safe. Use WhatsApp or Signal? That's end-to-end encryption, making sure only you and your friend can read your messages. Digital currencies like Bitcoin? Their entire existence is built on cryptographic hashing and digital signatures. Even your computer password, it's not stored as plain text anywhere, it's stored as a hash. So, does this mean these tools are totally foolproof? Is our data perfectly safe? Well, not exactly. The whole history of cryptography is this constant ongoing game of cat and mouse between the people making the codes and the people trying to break them. The math behind the algorithms is incredibly strong, but their real-world strength, that often depends on us. See, the weak spots usually aren't in the math itself, but in how we humans use it. A key that's too simple, like password 123, can be guessed pretty easily. Storing your secret key in an insecure place is basically the digital version of leaving your house key under the doormat. And if you use that one same key for everything, one little breach could compromise all of your accounts at once.
And sometimes, the biggest threat is on the inside. The most advanced lock in the world doesn't help if someone with a key decides to misuse it.
And all of this leaves us with a really big looming question. In a world where cyber threats are getting more and more sophisticated and we have quantum computers on the horizon, machines that could potentially just shatter our current methods, how will we adapt? How long can our digital secrets truly stay hidden?
This explainer was created by Priyank Gada. If you found this breakdown helpful, be sure to subscribe for more deep dives into the tech that's shaping our world. And you can find a lot more resources on this topic linked right down in the description. Thanks for joining us.